Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Jason with Art of Creation Homestead, and you know what? It's getting late in the year. The squashes are dying out. See? Squashes are dying out here. They're wore out. They've given their all. We've had a great year, but hey, they're getting worn out. These beds right here, see, they're empty. This right here is empty. This one right here is empty. What are we supposed to do? I mean, it's still early enough in the year to grow something, right? The Blue Lake beans was in those beds. They did great. We had a wonderful year, but hey, they're done. It's over. Let's move along. What else can we plant? You know, we're gonna put carrots over there in one of them. We're not gonna show you that one. That's bore you to death. But we're gonna put carrots over there. But in this one right here, this one is gonna be a bed for new items, all right? All right, so now here we are. We're gonna plant one thing we planted before, we've grown before, obviously, just some spinach, okay? But we're gonna put it in between what we're doing here. But there's four things here we've never had, to be honest with you. It's gonna be a purple Vienna kohlrabi from Haas, okay? Watermelon radishes.
From Haas.
Rutabagas.
From Haas.
And scarlet kale from Baker Creek, okay? Now, like the kohlrabi, supposed to be really fast, grow like 35 days or something. 40, it says 45. Either way, it's really fast. Okay, so 7 weeks, and you're done after it germinates. Watermelon radishes, it says 50 days. All right, and honestly, they like to get frosted on. Honestly, they need to get frosted on before you harvest them. So that's a big deal. So it's a really good time for those. And watermelon radishes should get real big. You know, be a good size, up to like 4 inches wide. So, I mean, there it is. And rutabagas, I've never had rutabagas before. Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna like them or not. But hey, if you can grow it, you might as well try to eat it, right? So, we may not be able to get those in, to be honest with you, but we're gonna try it. And spinach and kale, we're gonna put between the roots. So we'll have like root crop, green, root crop, green, root crop. All right. Now, I'm not gonna get very scientific today. We're just gonna plant some seeds. This time of year, you got such a short window to grow food in anyways. Give your seeds enough space, but don't get too crazy. But like, obviously, if you know you've got something that's gonna be 4 inches wide, give it 4 inches to grow in, all right? But don't get too crazy with worrying about spacing. Get your seeds in there, and if you think you need to thin them out later, then thin them out later. Not everything's going to germinate for you either in this kind of environment. So just do your best, plant, water. Now we're going to put you in fast motion. We're not going to bore you to death with this mess, okay? But here we are. All right, so there we have it. Now you may have noticed me just kind of poking my fingers down in there real hard. Some of the things, the spinach and the radishes that need a little more planting depth, I just planted them kind of on top of the soil, pressed them down in, then I tamped them down in with my fingers, and then just their dirt back over. Good ground contact and then the cover. Gonna water them down in real good. Gotta keep your dirt real wet, get them germinated. The rutabagas and kohlrabi and the spinach, or not spinach, the the kale especially. Seeds are real small, so kind of puts them in there. We'll have to thin them later because the seeds are minute, and they get planted 1/4 inch deep, so not real deep. We'll water that in real good, and they'll germinate as is. And but kind of just a dirt over them anyways. Now you may be thinking, well, you don't have enough time to grow much, and some of these things might take longer. The rutabagas especially, they say 95 days. We very well may not get any of that, okay? But we're trying. That's what you gotta do.
And we have a secret.
And we do have a secret. Okay, now how effective is it going to be? We're going to find out. But as far as the rutabagas go, but we've got these grow tunnels, little fleece type polyfibered grow tunnels that will fit right over top of this and go all the way down and tie up on the ends, and runner canopy, and sun rises that way, so we got a lot of sun to go on it. So we're gonna get something out of here. All right, how much yet to be seen, but if I can get these flies off my legs, we're gonna wrap this thing up. All right, but what we've done here before we got to this, since we had food growing here before, we pulled all the beans out. We went through here with our little hand tools like this. Went through here with this, and then our big long handle one that comes through and pulls out all the roots. If you got roots in your soil, it's gonna hinder some things growing. Like a lot of these are root crops. Well, we got roots coming up from these honeysuckles, coming up from the bottom, and little tap roots from those. So we gotta get all that stuff pulled out of there. So we did all that. We put some more soil in, and we've amended the soil with an organic fertilizer. Okay, so those are all the things you need to do to make sure that your dirt is ready to be planted again, and give your crops the best possible ability to grow. All right, so once you plant them, keep them watered real well until they germinate. All right, and then water them really good after that too, so the roots can establish. Never give up. Never stop. Keep trying to plant. All right, we appreciate you guys watching this. If you would, hey, give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe to our channel, and keep coming back here and click the bell for notifications. Keep coming back, get updates on what we're doing. Let's see if this is actually going to grow well or not, and see what else we're going to be doing. All right, we appreciate you guys watching. God bless you, and goodbye.